oh my God, how dare you? Like, to me, that's not a real friend. Like, if I choose to do business, I'm not your business partner. I can do and live life based on my principles, based on what I wish to do. I don't have to walk your line to make you happy. I can't do work with this person because my friend doesn't like this one. Oh, I can't. That's not. I'm not living your life. He's not living your life. No one's living your life. So you don't have that control over James or anyone. He can do business with whoever he likes. But your issue was, how dare he do that? And as soon as he did, you exposed him. And you're saying, I cared for him. I wanted to save him. How is exposing him on the YouTube platform saving him? That's the total opposite effect. And I'm pretty sure you said you're smart, right? So how could you not realize by what would be the outcome of what you did? People are not going to send him flowers and hugs through the screen. Obviously, you're bringing negative information about someone that you're trying to persuade others to see him as a disloyal friend. And when they did, clearly that affected him negatively. But at this point, now you want to go backtrack and say it wasn't because of me, and put the blame on some other people and say it was because they manipulated me. It's because they made me something I wasn't. That didn't exist. That was false, and that was this. But the truth is that you could have done it any time before. But the timing is enough for me. The fact that you only took action against James when you felt like he had done something, against you, against your business. And it's like, really? Make it make sense. Next.
And it's also my opinion that Jeffree and Shane needed James marginalized and out of the way for their November launch of the Conspiracy Palette along with Shane's merch. I've also recently been informed that Jeffree is allegedly a co-owner of Morphe. Before the scandal occurred, I had also been told that James Charles was about to develop an entire cosmetics line with the owners of Morphe. This entire situation opens up a Pandora's box of speculation, but I'm just not sure anyone counted on this drama spreading like wildfire. It's my opinion that everyone involved got scared, and their plan changed multiple times as I refused to play along or engage with the drama over the next several months. A year later, it is now my opinion that James Charles was not their only intended target. I believe that there are many different people who have unclean hands in all of this, and there was a coordinated plan to keep me quiet and push me out of the way for other business reasons. I do not think it's a coincidence that Morphe is about to launch their own brand of hair, skin, nail gummy vitamins. I do not think it was just Shane and Jeffree that stood to benefit from my being silenced. This was just...
You know what I find interesting is you are making this video now. After all this time, you've kept silent, and of course you're claiming it's my lawyers, it's because we were gathering evidence, but let's be realistic. You're making this video now when you feel and probably are under the impression that Jeffree is has a stake in Morphe. And of course, this is like a full circle situation. The same reason you were after James, you're basically going after Jeffree. And I honestly don't care for Jeffree. I don't even care for Jane. I don't care for any of these people. I don't even come on YouTube, the beauty section of YouTube. But I don't like people playing with my intelligence. Like, I listened to you the first time and I was like annoyed. And then now I'm hearing you again doing the same thing to just two different people. It's like, why? Why are you doing this? Just for your greed? Because it's plain to me. The first time, the reason you're saying, oh, no, that's not the reason I did it. I didn't do it because of the gummies. It was because of the gummies. Because you didn't attack him until it was that situation that sparked it for you. You could have felt however you felt, but the energy and the need and the desire to expose him came as soon as you felt like he was against you. He wasn't being your friend. He was being disloyal. He was going. That's when you decided to take action against James. And the reason you're deciding to take action again to expose Shane and Jeffree again is because looking back, you now see and feel, and you have this perception that, the past, looking back, it was wrong. And now you feel, oh, I can see why they did this. I can see why they did that. It's because it was a conspiracy for them to get the upper hand, and now Jeffrey is with Morphe, and they're creating a line for skin, hair, nails, and gummy vitamins, which is basically entering into your business sphere, and this is what you clearly don't want to have to deal with. It's basic. I feel like you work from a place of greed, and it's not fair. Like, you act like you said everybody's imperfect. We're all imperfect, right? So they're imperfect. Why are you making their imperfection into a humongous deal and bringing their especially at a time when they're probably mentally suffering? Why are you adding on to that to try to put an exposed video out on them when you haven't proven anything? You don't have a case. You don't have no receipts. You have nothing for us to even listen or to be like, oh, that's true. So what's the point? What's the point? Why didn't your lawyers tell you can't come out here and make allegations when you don't even have no proof to show? Go do it in the court of law. Why are you trying to put a public opinion out on these people when you haven't proven anything in the court of law? And this is exactly what you did before. And when you did that with James, it destroyed his life. It destroyed him mentally and probably even financially. And now you're probably trying to do the same thing with Jeffrey and James, trying to destroy them mentally when they're already having a situation to destroy them mentally for their past behaviors. And personally, I don't really care for either one of them, but I feel like Shane I've possibly watched more of his videos, if ever, than Jeffrey. And I feel like he's the kind of person who can change. People make mistakes. We're all not perfect. He's capable of seeing his errors and his ways and hopefully going forward and changing to become a better person. But for you to take that chance away from him and to, add on to his pain for your own personal gain, it's like, why? And even if I want to believe anything you're saying, all I can believe is Jeffrey is probably if it's even true, he might have possibly manipulated Shane just like he manipulated you. So why are you putting it as if like Shane was in on it? He hated, I don't know what he has against James, but maybe the same way you got manipulated by Jeffrey, he possibly could have got manipulated by Jeffrey. You understand? So there's no reason for you to just, assume things and use your perceptions and make it into like proof or things that are true, when reality, truth is just your own perceptions, right? And so basically, let me play it again.
Too big. I think there were many players, and I have every intention of getting to the truth. In early May, when Jeffrey went on a podcast and denied responsibility for his involvement and placed blame on me, it was both cowardly.
I mean, if they place blame or not, at the end of the day, the person who was in front of the camera, the person who made the video was you. You understand? And you're saying I'm a grown woman. You are a grown woman. You should know better. You should know what's coming. And personally, I feel like you do know what's coming. And I feel like you know what you're doing. Because this situation is just a 360 repeat. The only reason you're exposing them is because you feel, I don't know, you've got. Maybe now someone else is entering your business area or sphere, and you're just attacking them. It's very manipulative. The way I see it, you're very manipulative, and that's coming honestly from my point of view. But at the same time, it's like, why are you doing it now? What do you gain out of doing this? You know what I mean? And not only that, if YouTube made you take down your previous video because it wasn't a good look, what makes you think YouTube is gonna think this video is a good look? You know what I mean? Like, clearly you said you're smart. You should know what you're doing, but I don't think you care. I don't think you care about it being a good look. All you care about is probably bringing down Jeffrey or bringing down Shane, bringing down them so that Morphe is not a success. Their line in hair, nails, and vitamins is not a success, to make sure that, their image is tainted. So any connection they might have to that line will not benefit Morphe. Listen, and it's like, why would someone work from a place of greed, from a place of, and I mean, you're crying, which is, I sympathize with you, but at the same time, I don't know if I could really believe. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't believe your tears, but I don't know. I'm not going to say I don't believe your tears, but it's like, really, let's not play this victimhood when really you're victimizing others. Not only once, not only one person. Now you're victimizing two people who are already vulnerable, who are already in a state of, mental anguish, and you're trying to add on to their anguish at a time when they're already in a place that's dark. Like, why? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to hurt others, even though, especially when you know you're hurting? Don't put that onto someone else. And if what you say is true, and you've learned from your lesson, and you wish you can go back in time and communicate with James before you put out the video, then why would you not do the same now? Why would you not communicate with them to I don't know, not get this on the internet?